Good morning. Another lovely Monday. Let's get underway with this new daylight saving thingy. No doubt for those of us who like it, it's a wonderful thing. And for others, you might be waking up just a little bit later this morning, or at least feeling just a little bit tired about it. Never mind. We've started a brand new quarter, and that brings with it, of course, all sorts of changes and new things to look forward to. First thing you'll notice, of course, is that last month's or last quarter's BAS is due. So let's get our BAS underway, get that sorted. Then let's look to what's coming in this new quarter and how we can relate this new quarter to the past quarter, and what, if any, changes we need to make in our business to make sure that we get to Christmas, which is on the horizon. And Christmas, of course, is a big thing. It makes big changes, but how can we get to Christmas better than we got to the end of September, if indeed that's what we want to do? And setting goals and objectives, of course, is very much an important part of business. If we don't have goals and objectives, we wander all over the place, we don't necessarily achieve what we'd like to achieve. Let's have a look at what we can do. First thing about Christmas, most of us means it's going to change how business is done. For some people, it's going to be busier, busier, busier. For other people, it's going to be downtime. What do we know about downtime? If we've got staff, we'd better make sure that we've got them all sorted so that they can have their break and be ready for the next quarter, excited, keen to be back at work. So there's a little bit of planning to be done around that, just to make sure that your staff are going to come back excited about being back and having had a good break. You'll also have to make allowances, of course, if you are going to have your business open over the Christmas period and your staff are all going on leave, or some of them. Have we got enough people to run the business to make sure that it works correctly and provides the service that we want people to receive from our business? Planning, 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 planning. I talk about planning all the time. Of course, those of you who know me, it's planning, 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 because if we get our planning right, chances are we'll be able to run the business the way we want it to run and achieve the things that we want to achieve. 10 minutes in the planning can save 2 hours in the doing. It's proven time and time and time again. So looking back on last quarter, did we achieve what we set out to achieve? How do we know? Well, did we have goals? We compare the results to the goals. That's how we know whether we achieved what we wanted to achieve. Whatever the result, how can we change it for next quarter? And do we want to increase our goals and therefore achieve more? And if we're going to do that, how are we going to keep on track of what are we actually doing? Well, we have to have KPIs. And if we set our KPIs right, it's very, very simple to watch each week or each day, depending how you want to keep a track on these things. Very simple, if you've got KPIs, to monitor how your performance is going. Just check the performance against the KPI, and if you're doing it daily, that's fine. Each day, how did we go? What do we have to change for tomorrow? Were we a little bit behind? Do we need to do a bit more? Were we keeping up with our KPIs? Can we just keep on the same, and that will deliver what outcomes we're after? It's all about measuring, and that means that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you can count, that's a good place to start. There is, of course, the old saying in business that lots of things that are counted simply don't count, and that's got its meritable point, I suppose. But if you don't understand KPIs entirely, just start counting something. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes to how your business operates if you can count what's going on in your business. Just the mere fact of counting it means that you're taking notice of it, you're applying focus to it. Because you're focused on it, chances are it's going to happen, and it's going to happen more often and more comfortably just because you're applying that focus. So set up your KPIs. If you need help, ask somebody for help. There's obviously somebody in business around you somewhere who will have some idea about KPIs. Ask them. Most people in business actually are there because they want to help people. So find somebody that you think you can gain something from, ask them for their help, and if they give it, pay attention. It might be something that's really, really important. And make a decision about how you want to proceed in your business to achieve the outcomes that you want. But this next quarter is specifically, what are you going to do about it? We know that Christmas is coming up. Make plans about what you're going to do for Christmas. Are you going to take a break? If your business slows down over that period, why not slow it down entirely? Take the break. Have a rest, recuperate, recharge your batteries, ready for next year. The first quarter of next year is really, really important. Why is it really important? Because for many businesses, immediately after the Christmas break, there's a bit of a slump. So we need to be right on top of that, which can also play into what are you doing with your staff? If your staff have leave owed to them and your business slows down in the first quarter of next year, perhaps that's the time for them to be having leave. Make sure that you have your people back when your business is picking up so that you're making best use of the resources that you have available. This quarter right now, it's a shorter one because typically business tends to slow down as you approach Christmas. Now, it's not the case for everybody. Many businesses are ramping up as they run into Christmas. Other businesses can work right up to Christmas and then have their break. But if your business slows down, how much less time do you have to achieve the goals that you want? Think about that. Make the plans accordingly. Use the resources that you've got to achieve what you want in the best possible way. Talk to your people, find out what they want to achieve. Make sure that they're on the same page as you, I should say. You want your staff working with you, not against you. Look to those sort of things. Get your KPIs in order. And of course, as I mentioned as we started, remember to get your BAS in. Okay, get all of those details out of the way so you don't have to stress over them, and just focus on what it is that delivers the good outcomes that you want for your business. You'll be amazed what a little bit of focus can actually do for your business. This week, we've got to deal with the daylight saving, get on with it, have an absolutely great week, and we'll be back here next Monday, all fired up and ready, because we'll be used to this daylight saving. See you Monday.